This next game, it's I got an itch about it. LA Chargers and New England Patriots. Another big move overnight. This one in the direction of the Patriots from 5 to 4. I love the Chargers here. This doesn't make any sense to me. I love the Chargers at 5. I love
Mm,
them even more at 4. Why is this line moving?
Yeah, one of the stinkiest lines of the week. I had this model out at 6.5. So I'm with you that I initially was like, oh, this is a great Charger spot, but what is going on here, Chad? The professionals are taking a stand and so are the sports books because it's all the money right now. All the tickets are on the Chargers, and you just talked about it. It's dropped now. Some books have moved it 2 points. They've moved it from 6 all the way down to 4. That's crazy, and that's key numbers it's moving through right now. So um, maybe we're missing something, and we should be on the Patriots, Chad. That's all I'm thinking here. It's like
It,
the books are trying to tell us here that this Chargers team that we all perceive as being really good, and we talked about it, like we've had questions about them because of the injuries they've had these last couple of weeks. Maybe we're overrating them. What do you like? What do you think that like that's what the books are telling us here
the
that the
books to
fact that
me
they've
are
moved it?
saying they're saying Drake May is a very accurate passer against a secondary and a back seven that may be in trouble and has been decreasingly effective over the past 6, 7, 8 weeks. But I'm looking at this as overvaluing the Patriots because they got out to an early lead and then they scored 7 garbage points at the end of the game against a Bills team that played horribly. Justin Herbert, to me, is going to destroy this secondary. Like he is so accurate. If he is not pressured and the chart and the Patriots cannot get pressure, this is a coaching mismatch. This is a low number. It makes no sense to me. This is going to be my executive decision. I
No,
yeah. Why you
no,
make why?
because we don't. We need more time on this one. Do you know Justin Herbert, the Oregon boys' numbers in the fucking freezing cold? I mean, there's something going on here, Chad. It's literally they just won on Thursday night, and he put up 34 points against Denver. Like he's coming off arguably his best game of the year in a primetime game, and the public is absolutely hammered. Yes, I agree with you. The books have been terrible this year. Like they've hung some horrible
It just
numbers.
makes no sense. Like I
It
was
makes
on
no sense.
this was one of 4 games I had pegged as a an executive decision.
Well, don't do this one. Let me protect you. There's just something too fishy. I need time on it because I'm with you. Like my model, I personally like this spot for basically what everything you just said. Like New England, how are they not inflated coming off that game against the Bills? But we talked about it. That felt like that was more about the Bills having a
Yeah.
bad game than it was them. But no, look, there's just something totally off and fishy about this game, and I just maybe again because it's a 1 o'clock game or whatever it's going to be. 1 o'clock game, East Coast in the cold. Like I'm just trying to look for narratives about why they've moved this so much because, like we just talked about, this Patriots team is bad. Like Herbert should have a day against this team,
It
but
makes no sense,
it.
Simon. No sense. I have to choose an executive decision by the end of the show, and I appreciate you trying to protect me, and I want to honor that because you have more access to information than I do in certain areas. And so if you're uncomfortable with it, but I went all in because you said, what are we missing here? Because you agree, and your number has it at 6, and your number, like, it's not wrong that often.
It isn't, but I'm just the guys I know who are hitting this Patriot side. I just know that like they're not just doing it to do it. Like they're actually they know something that we're missing here, and I like that's why I want to get more time to talk to them and figure out why. Because you know, not that I don't know why they're doing it. I kind of have an idea for it. I'm just very skeptical. Where I just know that this is going to be 90% of the bets, 90% of the tickets, every teaser, every parlay, all this stuff, all the Saturday games. We already seen it. All these favorites are just being bet up like crazy right now for this Saturday matchup. So it's just if this was a year of a normal year of us doing well in dogs, this would honestly be a big spot for me to back the Patriots. Like this lines up in a lot of ways to like this Patriots team, but just because the favorites have done so well, I'm not throwing it out saying we can't bet this and put it in our contest. It's just I'm being hesitant right now because it's like this number does not make
What do you
sense.
think the story is? Is it information or is it something different?
I, I think it's information. And I also just think that it's like there's something we're missing because it just feels so easy. Like we just talked about this. This is a legit good team, this Chargers team. They're a legit good playoff team playing against a bad New England team that wants to lose. Like they don't want to keep winning and move their draft stock. And it felt like that was New England's everything game. Again, I don't want to keep wasting more time on this one, but it's
Okay.
like I'm just I don't want to let you make it executive because not that I was kicking myself about letting you make the Bills it last week, but I was just like I felt like that was out of character for us in this show, and I feel the same here with this one where it's like we're always on the other side of this one, but this year is just we're trying to be more into favorites, and we've just been picking the wrong one. I feel like this is the wrong favorite to back.
Listen, you don't let me do anything. I'm my own man. I'm a man. I'm a
They're in the
man.
contest. You're clearly your own man. I mean, you put them in.
The Chargers played New England last year at a 1 o'clock game. They won 6-0. Um, but yeah,
Damn.
these favorites are fucking us up. And of course, last week, we wanted to pick a favorite for the contest. We went all in on the Bills because why not go all in on the best player in football who's having a
Yeah.
magical year? And the team always blows out inferior competition at home in bad weather. And of course, against the worst team in the NFL, they can't cover. So,
Mm.
but everybody else does. The Packers do, the Lions do, the Bengals do, the Falcons do. We picked the one. I was watching that Packers game last night, and that's what I was thinking. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? We picked the one massive cover, massive favorite that couldn't cover.